Welcome to Rauta's digital review, meaning there is no physical copy this time. This was done in a commercial collaboration with the given band. However, that payment doesn't afflict, in my opinion, because, well, my price ain't that cheap. This is only merely because this time the band didn't have a physical copy, and there's always option to do a digital only review in case, well, the payment is done. So we have something new from United States. This is a very new band that doesn't even have much online. So I was kind of fascinating how a band that is so ready, that even ready to do an album, does have this very strong sounding EP and all, but doesn't have really much online visibility. That is no Metal Archive site, no Bandcamp site, no homepage. Pretty much the only thing the band actually has is Instagram. So let's quickly take a look at this band's very basic information. Here you have Whole World Wept, which is the band's name obviously, and this is called Whole World Wept DM. Youngstown, Philly, and Philadelphia is the state. So United States of America. Real deal, heavy shit, Scorcher EP out early June is the information what they have currently on their Instagram. Only 4 posts, this is pretty wild. Gives you a little bit of indication how little has been done so far. And less than 100 followers. Obviously this is in Finnish, so bear with me. So very new band, basically in a demo phase. And then you're expecting it to sound shitty, right? To be honest, I didn't have too much expectations. When you open their Linktree site, it's pretty much very same information. You have the website, email for their connection, and their this Linktree website has just stream links and Instagram. So it's very simple. Then you have YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, YouTube Music, and that's pretty much of it. So let's open this Spotify here, what I have. So here is the whole release at the moment when I'm doing this in very early June 6th actually. So 6/6, or this is the third one. And this one only has this one track, Finally Sober and Ready to Crash Out. 2 minutes of stuff. Now musically this is slam death. And obviously with that kind of a setup you're supposed to expect some level of heaviness and brutality, and luckily that's what we are given. This album, well, EP, with 5 songs. I have the whole thing here on my computer with MP3 files, which is not readily out there yet while I'm doing this, but by the time this video gets out, you should have it all. So this is very heavy, but there are spoken samples, like kind of homage to old school death metal things. Think about the bands like Mortician and the like, and know what they're like talking about. Certain parts where it's kind of related to death or violence and all that stuff. But musically these guys are so ready. I mean, they play heavy, they're very brutal, and it's hot slamming action what's going on. So I was very positively surprised. Nothing here is exactly ordinary, I mean out of ordinary, like original and such. But I do like how the band is executing their music. I mean, be it about single riffs or the actual songs, short and sweet, and the production, and the powerful vocals. So if there's only one I'm bitching about really is maybe it could be even more memorable, because bands like this exist in big numbers, and as such it's not really so easy to stand out from the rest. But given that this is, as far as I know, their first and only proper release apart from the singles, I mean, like, these guys are ready to nail it. Now, if I can give one suggestion that even the audience can learn from it, or from this band, or to the band itself, put yourself more on the map. Add Bandcamp, add some kind of, maybe Facebook page, because that's where people go for information. Instagram is good for photos, but nothing else really. Of course, it's most important the music is out there, but that's, in my opinion, where Bandcamp could be helpful, because you could add more text to it, add those possibility to buy the music, in digital format, and always expand from it. So far it's only streamable, but I'm really looking forward to hear from these guys, because like I said, this kind of brutal slamming death metal is something that I can totally like and dig. And I wish they will get a proper album deal and they will expand their visibility online to other platforms as well. While nothing here is really, like I said, out of ordinary as such, this kind of stuff is more pleasing to listen to than a lot of those bands that try to be so hard, original. So those tryhards are gonna fail when you have this kind of brutality online well executed. I know it's not for everybody, but those who do love brutal death metal should definitely check out Whole World Wept. So it's pretty interesting to see where this band will be in a few years if this is the starting point already. Very, very good start. So wishing all the best to these guys and looking forward to hear the more Philly steak brutal death metal slamming oils. Off you go. Enjoy.